Hello, welcome back everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today we are going to review Bitcoin and Ethereum on a daily and 4-hour time frame. And currently I have Bitcoin up on a daily. Yesterday we started off a little bit hopeful, and then we did close above our 29,838 fib. We are just consolidating a little bit between resistance and support. We are looking for which way we want to break. As of right now, the volume is just coming to a screeching halt, but we are in the middle of our retracement. Another good thing I want to point out is the sell volume was not as bad after our little retracement. So now it's trying to basically find its support, and as long as our volume can continue positive for buys, we can look for this 29,800 to be our first level of support to the downside, and then continue to our higher targets, aka this orange channel that we want to test, as well as the 21, which is $33,500 on Bitcoin. All of these targets I would consider after a close of 31,260. Open and close of a daily above here, I would assume that we got the next level of area of resistance at 32,374, and then we can look for that 21. But first we do need to get over this previous high, and I would look for an open and close after that high. I don't just want to see a wick. I want to see a candle open and close. But that is the only reason I would look for upside. Otherwise, I was telling everyone in the Discord group, this is where people probably shorted. And it's because it's the CC, the golden pocket, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of professional traders that will probably short the failure of coming back into this channel, and that's what that is. But this is just the first attempt. That's why I'm saying today we do have a chance to break this and above. After 3 attempts into this, then I'll probably be like, okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna make it. And then if we still have higher lows, as in the retracements are not getting deep, they're just making higher lows, so all these people didn't even get stopped out, right? And if you were short, you've officially been trapped where the short is basically going underwater deep. So you have to consider, hey, if I'm short and we are getting above this level, don't I want to cut my short and reshort a little bit higher, aka the 21? Maybe it gets rejected there and I reshort. Or am I going to hold this and pray and, do some magic for this to continue its descent so I can get out of my short? So that's not exactly how you want to play this. As of right now, this 29,800 is going to be a level of support. If we don't have even 4-hour opens and closes underneath it, and we just go sideways, that's a level of strength. I would look for that to be good, because then as soon as the volume comes into the buys, you will see us go up a lot quicker. And then even the shorts will remove their position, going like, hey, this thing is about to pump. I don't want to be caught in this short position to the upside. So they also will close, causing the market to go up faster. Because when you close your short, you're market buying along. So keep these all in mind. Let's zoom in on a 4-hour. On a 4-hour time frame, it is pretty good. We are finding some consolidation above the 21. We went all the way out the Bollinger Band, rejected, got back into the 21 and the middle area. We did not go too far down. This wick right here was showing you that there are buyers here. So this little doji is what gave us the top side. Now we have another doji. We tried to break above that doji, rejected. Did not get as high as this, so that is why I'm saying unless we get above 31,257, I'm looking for the pressure to the downside to come in. If we lose this 21 EMA at 29,838 and we start having 4-hour opens and closes underneath it, I will instantly become defensive more than I have already been for the last 6-7 weeks, and I'm going to be looking for 28.8 to be the first level of support after losing the 21 and this 29.8 fib. So basically $1,000 under. And then under that, if we can't even hold this level of support and we start having 4-hour opens and closes under this, I'm looking for us to retest these deep lower targets, because we will be trending outside of our standard deviation of the Bollinger Band. Over here, we have 27.5 as the next level of support. And if you look left, that's basically where we started this move to the upside. And losing that, we have this 25.4 which is this wick. Losing this 27.4, I'm assuming we're going to eat this entire wick, and we're going to stop out all these people that bought this dip. So this move was so fast. I just want to say my thoughts on this real quick. This wick was so fast, everyone got euphoric and then started just jumping into longs and going up thinking like this is the bottom. Some other YouTubers were showing inverse head and shoulder. I've been showing you that inverse head and shoulder for like weeks. But the thing is, these things are painted. This is a inverse head and shoulder. It can also be a triangle consolidation, okay? It can also be a channel, if you have a channel. It can be all these different shapes, but there's no reason to, we're not trading shapes. We're trading a price action with volume and volatility on certain levels, aka our fibs, our EMAs, Bollinger Band extremes. Like those are the things I trade with. All my lines of like channels and triangle consolidation, everything, I just use that as the guiding reference. Like this is what's going on mentally, because if you consider this a triangle consolidation, I can give you a measured move when like, hey, if this move does break to the downside, I'm expecting a move as deep as 25 and under. If this move is going to the upside, I can clone this. And then I'm looking for a breakout of this level I've mentioned, and I'm looking for a target around to 34,270. And what I will do is I will color this green and I'll leave this as red, and we'll lock this in place, because what are we doing right now? We are consolidating price in this little range, and we're waiting to see which way we break out with daily open and closes and 4-hour open and closes in the levels I've mentioned prior. And then we can be more confident in our trade the way we want to take it. And yeah, that's what I was trying to point out about these wicks and these dojis, these shapes. You guys will be bombarded with lingo and hocus pocus magic. That's not how you trade. So also another thing I want to point out is this retracement looks like it's already finished. We are declining in volume as of right now. So if price is going up, volume is going down, that's a bearish volume divergence. We should expect a retest at least into the middle, which is 29.8. If you did not buy long already and you want to buy a long, here you go. If you have 4-hour tap into this area and don't shoot down on high sell volume, you're safe. If whatever you want to do, I would say wait another 4-hour candle. So this 4-hour candle closes in 30 minutes. That's 8 o'clock. We have another 2 hours basically until New York Stock Exchange opens. I would say, and the next 4-hour candle close is when I want to take my move, because this 30-minute candle is showing me weakness at the highs. Now I want to see the next 4-hour candle open and then tap this and not break down lower. I want it to hold it. So if it does hold it, I will be entering in my position as I see New York, how it's reacting to the market opening, and then we can move forward accordingly. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me below. I will get back to you. All right, let's move to Ethereum on a daily, and then I'll get this video out to you ASAP because I have other things going on today. All right, so Ethereum on a daily, here's that little triangle consolidation thing I was talking about. We have this measured move. It didn't make that measured move. It stopped into this orange channel's bottom and then found support and is moving back up. So that's good. If we lose this orange channel to the downside again, you should consider this red consolidation to play out. If this consolidation is over and we are going to the upside, we have this huge measured move. Okay, this huge measured move is from a higher time frame if this consolidation breaks out. I'm just gonna remove this because I was showing somebody else this because they asked me a question. We'll come back to it because the resistance on Ethereum is at 38 on the larger time frame. On a lower time frame, if I do this retracement, we are looking at these levels locally, because right now we're on a daily. So this is your I want to say this thinner lines are your 4-hour range. So in the 4-hour range, it's going to be real important to us, these levels. But as you can see, look, I just drew this fib and look at where our resistance is, right at the 618, which is 2200, and there's a $50 little wiggle. If we can have open and closes above it, I'm gonna say, hey, let's go to these higher targets. I'm gonna remove this blue little triangle as well. Ignore that for now. That was during this consolidation. And then obviously we broke down, but we didn't make the entire measured move. We're being supported by this channel. This 19.95 is the level of support that I'm looking at. If we start having 4-hour open and closes below 19.95, I'm considering this wick to start coming into play. This wick, if we start coming into this area, like I hope 17.15 is the level of support. But if we lose 17.15, we're going to 1300 area, and then hopefully that support. And we'll come back to this after that because I don't want to scare anyone with deep targets. But I mean, it's here. I have it marked. Losing this 1724 area, I'd probably be looking for 1920, 1950 around there. And that is on the 4-hour time frame. On the larger time frames, we're looking for like around 852. So you can see the price spike into this, just spike back out, find some consolidation, and move forward. So just keep that in mind. We are looking at that. I'm going to remove this little red triangle as well because these are all garbage lines. I don't want you to see those. It's not even drawn properly. I was doing that for a quick TA for another person. So like I said, right now, today, we have to wait and see. We have a whole 12 hours left in the day. Let me zoom in on the 4-hour to give you guys a better picture. So as I was saying, we tested into this resistance, we got rejected, and we did not find support on that 21. We actually lost it. We're finding support on the channel. We bought back into the 21. We're finding a little bit of resistance again. Volume is slowing down. So we're going sideways. I need to see us break above this level, which is 2200 with a 4-hour open and close on volume, and I can tell you, hey, we have higher targets such as 2357 and 2500 as the next areas of resistance. I'm expecting a pushback on the price. And when I say resistance, I mean we might get into it and just have a little bit of a retracement, just like this. It's like 2-3 candles, you know, like half a day, and then we could go back and retry. Right now, if you are looking for your lines and stuff, you can use this simple channel to see how price is acting for the upside movement. So if price is bullish, we don't want to make new lows under this green line. As long as we hold this trend to the upside, that's great. It would be even better breaking above the middle of this channel, which is this 2154. So all these levels now are corresponding with each other. We have multiple points of confluence looking for this 21. This 21 EMA, I'm going to just assume is claimed, but we want to break above the middle of this green channel we just drew, which is also this 55 EMA. And this 55 EMA is sitting right where our resistance is between 22 and 2150, this $50 range. As soon as we have 4-hour open and closes above it with volume, I'm going to assume we're going to test this top of this channel we just drew, as well as this 100 EMA, which will slowly come into this channel with candle opens and closes. So in 23 minutes, you're going to see these things trickle a little bit down. And then the next 4-hour candle, which is into New York Open, if you wait until that candle closes at 12, you'll see it trickle back down until wherever the price is. If price is all the way up here, then it'll go sideways, and then we'll be meeting our measured move anyway for what we're expecting out of this price. So that's Ethereum for you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, just leave it in the section below. I'll get back to you. If you have any other assets you would like me to cover, leave it in the section below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. Aside from that, guys, thank you so much for putting in the time to watch my videos. I can't put into words how much I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you wouldn't mind, just leave me a message underneath telling me, hey, the videos are great. I love the audio. This is exactly the levels and information I was looking for my position. Thank you. And that is what I want. I just want to know that I'm giving what you guys want, and if there's anything I need to change, I'd rather do that now than do this forever and not have anyone even use the content I'm trying to provide. Aside from that, guys, trade safely, be careful. It's only Tuesday. This whole week I'm waiting for my confirmation. If I get my confirmation of my weekly close, let's go to the weekly real quick on Bitcoin, and then I will let you guys go. If we get my weekly close the way I want it, I will be looking for much higher targets next week. And my weekly close I'm looking for is right above our resistance at 31,250. If we can get a close on Sunday at 8 p.m. above 31,000, let's say, we might be in for a nice, like a large volume momentum move to the upside, because all these shorts will eventually have to close if they didn't take their profit already. And then a lot of longs will jump in, because now what I'm looking for is what exactly every other professional is looking for their long-term trade to the upside. And when we do break to the upside, I'm looking for like something like this. Right now, we just went through this. We're going in here right now. We're looking for this kind of movement, and then we're going to see this. And it's going to be like a $20,000, $30,000 move to the upside. And I'm looking for my first level of resistance at $53,000. So I'm telling you all this right now before anyone else goes like, oh, this, that, and the other. No. For weeks and weeks and weeks, I will repeat this number to you. I will repeat this number to you. I will repeat this numbers. If we lose this number, I will repeat these to you. Ad nauseum, guys, ad nauseum. I am not going to change my stance unless price tells me otherwise. And right now, volume is greatly increased on the weekly with that last week. This week, we might see a slowdown. But as long as this week the volume is low and we break above that 31 with that close on CME at 8, we can just have one green candle. Doesn't even matter if it has to be high volume or not. But look at this kind of candle move. So this volume was like basically nothing. But that one candle is from 38,000 almost to 43. So it's like a $5,000 move technically. And then the week after that, we did another 5,000 or 6,000. So almost like $10,000 in 14 days. So that's the kind of stuff that we want to position ourselves on support, ride that long, take our profit at our levels, and then just wait to see the retracement come in. If the retracement is strong and on low volume, you can reposition and ride it even higher. Because once this is broken to the upside with a weekly open and close above this level, you will see us retest these highs. And the targets that I have for up, there you go. That's the first level I'm looking for after we break 68, 69,000 with the weekly open and close. I'm looking for 93,801. And I do have other targets I don't want to even bother you guys with right now. Let's look at that later. But the point is, I have this target if we break it up. I have this target if we break it down. Everything is pre-planned. Nothing is guessing. Let's see what price wants to do, and then I will be ready with my money to act accordingly. Once again, guys, thank you so much. Have a great one. Be safe.